This is Ish Gupta from Symbiosis Law School, Pune, and today I will be dealing with the topic two special triangles, equilateral and isosceles triangle. This is a part of chapter 6 of class 7 mathematics of the chapter triangle. This is a joint effort by Intellify and NSS IIT Delhi. In case you have any query, you can log on to www.intellify.in or you can email at info@intellify.in. I am an intern at this organization, Intellify. So let us begin with this very important and short topic, equilateral and isosceles, two special types of triangles. As usual, we'll begin with some introduction of a basic triangle. So a triangle is a simple closed curve of three sides and three angles and three vertices. So I hope you are already familiar with this. However, we'll be going to the equilateral triangle concept now. So what is an equilateral triangle? So it is a triangle in which all the three sides are of equal length and each angle has a measure of 60 degree each. So I'll tell you the logic behind this 60-degree angle concept. So I hope you remember from the angle sum property that that the sum total of angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degrees. In an equilateral triangle, all the angles have to be equal. So if all the angles have to be equal, we have to divide 180 degrees by 3, which is the three angles of a triangle. So 180 divided by 3 gives us 60. Hence, every equilateral triangle will have 60, 60, 60 degrees each on each angle. So there can be no other possibility. Also, this equilateral triangle will have all the sides of equal length. So for example, if AB is 4 centimeters, then BC will also be 4 centimeters and CA will also be 4 centimeters, and automatically when you construct the diagram, the triangle, it will be 60-degree on each side, on each angle. So I hope this concept of equilateral triangle is clear. The confusion arises in the next special type of triangle, which is called the isosceles triangle. So basically, this triangle is the one which has two sides of equal lengths and the third side is of unequal length. For example, in this particular triangle, xy and xz are of equal length. However, yz is not equal to xy, neither equal to xz. So, also, another point which we need to remember is that xm is going to divide this particular yz into two equal halves. So xy and xz, the common point x is common vertex will be vertex x. So the angle y and angle z will also be equal in an equilateral triangle. Sorry, the isosceles triangle. So in isosceles triangle, you can conclude that we have two sides equal and two angles equal, while the third side is of unequal length and the third angle is not equal to the first two angles. And if you want to remember that which angles are equal in an isosceles triangle, so in this particular diagram, if you see, if x, y, and xz are the equal line segments, then the common point x in x, y, and xz will be of unequal length. The angles made at y and z will be equal. I hope this is very clear. So now we will be dealing with some NCERT based questions. So for example, in this first question, you can see that this side and this side are equal. Hence, this is the common point which will be unequal. So if 40 degree is the one of the equal sides, the x will also be equal to this particular side. Hence, the answer of x is 40 degrees. Let us go to the second question. Again, this side and this side are equal, hence this x is the unequal angle. 45 degree will be equal to this angle 45 degree. So 45 plus 45 is 90, and using the angle sum property we can find x. X is equal to 180 minus 45 which is equal to 90 degrees. Hence the answer is 90 degrees. In the third question, this is pretty similar to the first one, except that 50 degree is the measure of the equal angle. Hence, x will also be equal to 50 degrees. In this fourth question, you will have to use the exterior angle property which has been already taught. So if this is what is exterior angle is 120, using the linear pair concept, this interior angle will be equal to 60 degrees because both of them have to add up together to 180 degrees. If this is 60 and these two sides are equal, this is the unequal side. Hence, this x will also be equal to 60 degrees. Fifth question, again, this is also similar to this fourth question. The exterior angle property is used. Hence, this particular angle will be found to be 70 degrees. And this is the unequal angle. Just remember, because this is the common vertex, hence this will be the unequal angle. So if this is 70 degrees, this is x degrees, and here angle will also be x degrees. So 70 plus 2x will be equal to 180 degrees due to the angle sum property. And then x will be equal to 55 degrees because 2x will be equal to 110 degrees and x will be equal to 55 degrees. Let us do some more questions. Here we have to find x and y both. So this is the same question as in the previous slide. So if this angle is 60, y will also be equal to 60. 60 and 60 makes 120, and using angle sum property we can find x. So x is equal to 60 degrees. In the second question, this particular symbol means that this angle is 90 degrees, and this forms a common vertex. So this angle and this angle will be equal. So using angle sum property, we will get 2x is equal to 90. So x will be equal to 45 degrees. And if this one is also 45, using linear pair, we can find y. So the value of y will be 135 degrees. In the third question, this is equal to 90 degrees. So we're using the vertically opposite angles, we will find that this is also 92 degrees. And since this particular angle and this particular angle are equal, so we can conclude that x is equal to 44 degrees, and this one is also 44 degrees, plus using linear pair, y is equal to 136 degrees. Let us solve some fill in the blanks. So a triangle is said to be dash if each of its sides has the same length. So I already told you, if all the sides are of same length, then the angle will be termed as equilateral triangle. So the answer is equilateral triangle. Second question, if two angles of a triangle are 60 degree each, then the triangle is dash. So if two angles are 60, then the third angle using the angle sum property will also be found to be 60 degrees. Then the triangle will be called as equilateral triangle. The third question, in an isosceles triangle, two angles are always dash. So we already know that in two isosceles triangles, two sides are always of equal length and even the two angles are also equal. So the answer is equal. Fourth question, in an isosceles triangle, if one of the equal angle measures 35, then the third angle is what? So if one equal angle is 35, the second is also 35. So the total becomes 70, and using angle sum property, we can find that 180 minus 70 is equal to 110. So the third angle will be 110 degrees. So let us solve one exemplar question also. So this is a pretty nice question, and it's easy as well. So each of the question says each of the two equal angles of an isosceles triangle is 4 times the third angle. So in an isosceles triangle, we know that there are two equal angles and the third angle is unequal. So in this particular question, we have been given that the third particular angle is equal to x. So isosceles triangle, the two equal angles will be equal to 4x. So the three angles are x, 4x and 4x. And we know using angle sum property, 4x plus 4x plus x is equal to 180 degrees. So 9x is equal to 180. So x is equal to 20 degrees. Hence, we can use this particular x to find the other angles. The angles of this isosceles triangle will be 20 degrees, 80 degrees, and 80 degrees. I hope you understood this particular topic really well. In case you have any query, you can always email us or log on to our website. Thank you so much.